Folks, you're looking at Braden Ellis. He is a freshman at Cypress College in Cypress, California. That's in Southern California. And I think there's a good chance he's going to be president of the United States someday. He was so cool and calm with the most obnoxious professor in the universe. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, Braden, welcome to Newsmax. How are you?
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it. I'm great. And thank you for having me on the show.
You bet. My introduction might have been a little bit over the top, but I am genuinely impressed with how you handled yourself in the most bizarre situation. So first off, if you don't mind, tell us what your assignment was and what was happening in the clip we're about to see.
Sure. I gave a speech that day to my verbal communications class about cancel culture. And I brought up to the class in a 6-minute speech about the Paw Patrol and live PD that got canceled during the summer of George Floyd. And then you go into a 10-minute Q&A with professor and the students, and they can ask me whatever questions they want. And the professor brought up police, and at first it started okay. Then I saw the liberal bias creep in, and then it turned into her opinion versus my opinion. And I listened to her, but I don't think I got that on the other side clearly.
All right. No, you didn't. I saw this, I'll admit. And well, let's take a look at round one. And by the way, forgive me, but what is your teacher's name? That's actually been missing from a lot of the media reports.
So I don't give out her name just due to the privacy, but a lot of people have asked, and I just don't give the name out.
Well, shucks. All right. Well, while we run this, we'll be Googling again, trying to find it. But here we go again. Round one.
I think cops are heroes, and they have to have a difficult job, but we have to have that
all of
fine
them?
life. Oh, I'd say a good majority of them. You have bad people in every business and every part. Well, wait.
Police officers have committed atrocious crimes and have gotten away with it and have never been convicted of any of it. And I say this as a person who has family members who are police officers.
Yes, I understand.
That's the part that really, quite frankly, impressed me about you. You know what I mean? You seem like the university professor, the university president even, and this kid is just like some defiant creep who wants to get kicked out of class. But she's the instructor. What were your thoughts at this point?
Well, I saw that it was about me versus her in this argument, and I wanted to hear her out. But I also want to say that, I showed this video to the news media because I want to show America what it's like to be a conservative Christian teenager in college. And I'm sure it's in high school and middle school too. And you see how this liberal indoctrination is going across America and our education system. And basically that they teach you what to think, not how to think.
I take it there's no possibility that she was just testing you, pushing you, trying to get you to defend your argument, as some instructors can do, and there are valid reasons for doing that, playing, the role of devil's advocate.
Right. Yeah, and I've heard that question before, but in a longer clip, and maybe you have it, she says, I don't trust the police. I wouldn't call them. I wouldn't call anybody. I would just stay there, and it would be my time to go.
Well,
and then, in my opinion, that's a sad response.
Yep, and here we go with that clip. Take it.
What is your bottom line point? You're saying police officers should be revered, viewed as heroes? They belong on TV shows with children?
I think they are heroes in a sense because they come to your need and they come and help you, and they have a problem just like every other business, but we should fix that. But I think they're heroes. Well, I
think that's the problem, is looking at it as a business, because they're actually supposed to protect and serve the people.
They do protect us.
Wow, she's really doubling down on this. And, you're right. It was very decent of you, by the way. Here you are kind of decrying cancel culture. You're highlighting this, and you're not promoting cancel culture yourself. I respect your decision. You know her name. You're not releasing it. And quite frankly, the media, they don't have it. And some of them don't want it. I want it. But anyway, very interesting. By the way, you did have some supporters to a certain extent in the classroom. We're going to show a clip from one of the others, but just tell us about the vibe you were getting from other students.
Basically, I would say to the other students that were in my class, I had one guy that was in a clip that basically said, I may not like what you have to say, but you're allowed to say it. And I think that's a very key thing for America. And basically, after this video was released, a lot of people have gone into my social media from my class and said quietly that they do support me. So the support has been great. And I've been maybe 99 to 98% support on this topic that I've been talking about. So it's been great, Greg.
It's pretty wild, though, that you got to pull somebody aside or send them a private message on Facebook. Hey, I think you're okay supporting the cops. I'm with you on that one, but don't tell anybody. Hey, here's your colleague. Again, he doesn't agree with you, but let's face it, he's an all right guy, even though he doesn't agree with you. Here's what he had to say.
That it's not popular for me to say that to you guys and people in here, but that's what I believe about the police.
Okay,
and,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for listening to my point. I appreciate it. Thanks.
I will say, yeah, I'm glad you did say that, even if I disagree with you. It's important.
And we should fight for the right for people to say things that we don't even like, right?
I may not agree with what you say, but I'll fight for your right to say it.
Amen, brother.
Within some extent.
All right. Very nice sentiment. Although a lot of passive aggressiveness from your teacher, once again, I appreciate it, which is code basically for shut up.
Mm-hmm. Totally. And I'll add that I was cut off a couple times, and it's sad. The liberals really preach diversity throughout campuses in America, but when it comes to Republicans, Christians, free thinkers, or sometimes white people, it really doesn't go that way.
Well, I'm glad you're on the scene and moving through the ranks and standing firm. Braden, very much. This teacher is on leave at this point. And anything else life goes on for you, all is well?
Well, you mentioned presidency. We'll see. We may have to get Trump and DeSantis back in there in 2024. So I'd like to see that first, and then maybe I'll see my chances with the presidency.
Hey, sooner than you think. 18 years or so, by my calculation, you'll be eligible. Many thanks, Braden Ellis, freshman at Cypress College in California. To be continued for sure, and we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.